Good afternoon, Dr. Khan. It's great to meet you.
Shama, how are you?
Fine, thank you, sir. Great to meet you, and it feels good that we are here for the reason to explain the CBSE board examination new pattern to the children for the next year. So, we at the onset, sir, we need to appreciate CBSE that this time it has come up with it has planned for the future, keeping in mind that we may have similar pandemic-like condition in the next session. Real appreciation to CBSE for coming up and planning for the upcoming session, which will save everybody a lot of last-minute heartaches and problems. And from the onset, we would like to tell in this meeting, both Dr. Khan and I, we in no way and share information about the great system which CBSE has set up for the next year.
So, good morning, everyone. So as you know, that CBSE has, due to the pandemic, CBSE has to cancel the exam in the session 2020-21. So, for the examination 2021-22, CBSE need to prepare itself if this pandemic is continuing. CBSE decided to evaluate the students regular basis, as usually they used to do, but for the board classes, now CBSE has proposed the two-term examination for the board classes, so that if the pandemic continue, then at least CBSE has in a position, or the school has in a position, so that they had assessed the student in any another ways. So,
Dr. Khan, people are having a lot of issues about these two terms, 2 semester sort of examinations. It should be this way or that way. Should we focus on, as an educationist and teachers and students, should we be focusing on what should be, what should not be? Or should we do the way you say, focus on what is required, what is instructed from CBSE? What's your view on this, sir?
But Shama, as usual, last year CBSE reduced the syllabus. The rational syllabus is around 30% has been reduced, around 70% of syllabus is left. So the same syllabus CBSE will continue this year, means that reduced syllabus of 2020-21 is the syllabus for the current session 2021-22. And then also with these two midterm exam or these two terminal exam, the CBSE has focused on the day-to-day, or we can say the regular progress of the student in their academics, as well as the assessment and evaluation. So the benefit of these two-term examination is that at least the student has to assess, at least they have given an exam, whether in online mode or offline mode, and they have the true marks, what they have done in their examination. Like this year, CBSE has given the historical data to the schools and all, and the school have to prepare the exam, their result accordingly with the help of the CBSE. But the next year, the CBSE want that a student performance should reflect on their result sheet or on the mark sheet or the result paper. So that they decided to take the exam in 2 ways. First is a midterm exam that will take place in the month of the November or December. And of course, the school has given the relaxation to do it accordingly to itself, as per their own scenarios, because the CBSE is a bigger body and have the examination schools affiliated with the CBSE in and around the countries also. So, as per the pandemic, the situation is different in the different places of India as well as the abroad. So, CBSE will give the choice to the school whether to conduct this exam in the month of November or December. The 2-month time spent CBSE has given to the school, so that as per their own convenience or as per their own situation, the school can take this exam.
That's a great way, sir. And while we are looking at this document, from the very onset, let us talk about how they will be conducted. As you've told, there will be two terms, term 1 and term 2. Term 1 would have MCQs, multiple choice questions only. The term 2, of course, has case-based extended questions. It will also have short and long questions. And it would also have situation-based questions. So term 1, as Dr. Khan, you informed us, which is in November or December, would consist of 90 multiple choice questions. So could you just highlight and explain about the term 1 first? To begin with, it has 90 minute examination based on multiple choices. It will be conducted in the school itself, and there will be external invigilators who would also be appointed for this examination. CBSE has also stated that OMR would be used. OMR, as per CBSE, could either be checked in the school itself or it would be checked externally. Dr. Khan, please, if you could underpin about the OMR sheet, about checking. Has CBSE given the choice to the school to check it in the school itself, or is there something else about the OMR sheet?
Actually, it's an OMR sheet exam. The multiple choice answer OMR. And CBSE has not cleared the detail whether it's still checked by the school or by the external teachers or by any external agencies, because it's an OMR, it can be checked through computer and systems and all. So it will be explained by the CBSE later on when the examination will be held. But this time, students should keep in this mind that this midterm exam is very important for them. It through a CBSE designated app, and in that app, students have to given their roll number as a login ID, and CBSE will provide the password so that every student have to attempt this with their own IDs and password, and online they have to give exam. So it is based on the situation of the particular places. But when it is a physical exam in a school offline, then it's sure that it will be taken in the own school, but in the presence of the external examiner as well as the observer. So it is very good for the student because it's a multiple choice examination, and only 50% of the total syllabus is covered in that examination. And whatever student will score in these exams, that will be reflected in their final mark sheet.
See, with the OMR, right now the CBSE, as you have told, has not stated that whether it will be checked in school or not. But then, what I believe, checking the OMR sheet is a secondary issue. Kudos.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying.
Exactly, sir. Kudos and appreciation to CBSE for coming up with such a great system, which is fair and just for all. So whether the OMR is checked by the same teacher, external examiner, or a computer software, that is not something which bothers the children should be worried about. They need to be concerned about, once again, a multiple choice test of 90 minutes. Dr. Khan, how many questions in this 90 minutes test? Any idea?
Currently, the CBSE has stated is a 90 question, but still the framework has to be left. So let's wait for the final declaration from the CBSE. But it's a 90-minute examination, whether they will have the 90 question or some less question. But it is a 90-minute examination and multiple choice. But for this examination, students have to study in details, because whenever the MCQ is concerned, it means the student should study very deeply, very clearly, and can understand the concept, so that only the students are able to, you can say, attempt this examination.
Dr. Khan, the term 1 also has some internal assessment component. If you could just highlight that, sir.
Mr. Sharma, actually, for the term first, is CBSE's total focus is on their academics, but as well as some phenomena are also required. But I suggest to the students all over India or abroad, or the CBSE student, that you have to focus on your studies. In the detailed study, it's, we can say, the deep study, and you can conceptual study so that you can understand the concept to solve this paper.
See, the internal assessment CBSE is saying for the first term would have 3 periodic tests. It would also have student enrichment activity, portfolio, practical, speaking, listening activities, and projects. I think these are things which the children have already been doing it in the past, and it's continuation with the board policy. Dr. Khan, any other tip about term 1, or should we move to term explanation of term 2?
For term 1, Mr. Sharma, I want to just say one thing more. That like this, for term 1, the MCQs examination is there from the CBSE side, but for the student, they have to attempt all the tests, that is a periodic test or the class test or their teacher assignment very seriously, because all these will be included in their final examination, means final marks sheet. So for my suggestion for the board student, be serious, be attentive in all the exam tests, including practicals, including the class assessment, class assignment, the teacher give a particular project, particular subject assignment, means everything that is evaluate or assessed. The student should be very serious about that, because all these marks will be reflect in their final mark sheet. So it's my suggestion for the student, be serious for your periodic test, be serious for your practical examination, whether it's conducted online, virtually, or physically inside the campus. The project that given by the teachers, the assignment that the teachers used to give you, prepare them well, and all these will be assessed for your final exams.
So, Dr. Khan, just one FAQ sort of a thing I want you to clarify. The term 1 syllabus, which is 50%, would that be assessed in term 2 also?
Yeah, the 50.
No, sir.
That one more time, sir. Pardon, please.
So the term 1 syllabus is going to be assessed in term 1, and the remaining 50% would be in term 2, right?
Yeah, right.
So the term 1 will not be asked in term 2 to be categorically.
The term 1 will not come in the term 2.
Great.
The term 2 has their own different remaining 50% syllabus, but that will be a detailed question type like the board examination.
Yes, as it says, there will be case-based questions, short and long questions, and board situation-based. So it will be mostly like a board examination.
For that term second, CBSE will also declare fix the examination center. Means the student have to go to the examination center if the conditions is normal.
See, Dr. Khan, if everything goes all right, as you have said, we'll have the examination center for term 2, and there we will have the examination. In case of adverse situation, CBSE has also, as you were telling me earlier, made a provision that term 2 could also be based on 90 MCQ. So this far-sightedness, this planning for the future of the board is something which we all need to applaud and we all need to appreciate. So if everything goes normally, we will have term 2 as a normal board examination with 50% of the syllabus. If there's any issue, any problem, in adverse situation, term 2 would be 90 MCQ test. Now, the term 2 marks will also be added to the final result. The examination duration, the time would be in April and March. March and April, as which is normal.
March and April as usually.
So CBSE has tried to ensure that things happen and work in a proper manner and without the minimum of disturbance and problem. Your views on this, Dr. Khan, if you could explain this too.
Mr. Sharma, because CBSE want to well prepare themselves and their schools also, so that in case of this pandemics continue, the result will not hamper of the will not hamper, and that's why CBSE has started this 2-term examination, and this is only for this session, not for the coming ones. This is for only the session 2021-22. Stated by the CBSE clearly. It is not for the next session also. So, and like see, CBSE has given the 4 options, have their 4 different kind of situation and scenarios, including these 2 exams. Like the first situation, CBSE has stated that the situation normal, the term first has been taken into the school offline, and term second also is taken offline. Then both the terms marks will be aggregated, averages, and this reflected in the mark sheet. Second situation, when the situation is normal in term first, like you have to give the term first examination physically offline, and situation worsen during the term second, then you have to attempt term second offline. Then both they have their own percentage of averages that can be counted. Third situation is there when both time that during the term first November, December, and during the term second of March, April, situation is worsened, and both examination students have to appear offline, online at their home. And the fourth one is term first is online, and term second is offline. So CBSE has the different criteria how to calculate the marks for the students of these 2 terms, but this is for the educators, not for the students. My suggestion is for the students, you give both the term examination very seriously, whether it is online or offline. And of course, CBSE has their own calculation how to calculate the things. So be focused on your examination, be focused on your syllabus, so that you should be able in the situation that you have to attempt the examination very seriously, very confidently, and shine with the great marks or great percentage.
Dr. Khan, we would also appreciate from the children's point of view, if you could explain how these marks would be calculated in the final report card. Of course, you have mentioned that this is more for the educators, but
Mr. Sharma, your voice is...
Yes, sir. Sorry, there was some technical issue. Dr. Khan,
yeah.
If you could also...
So, Mr. Sharma, this point I want to just, you please explain this point, how they calculate.
Right.
But keep in mind that this is for the educators only, not for the learners.
Right. So moving from the student's perspective to the educator's point. Now, what is required? The marks will be calculated. There are 2 scenarios. In case there is no pandemic, what would the situation would be there? Or if there is a pandemic, what would be there? In case there is no pandemic, the marks will be distributed evenly over 2 terms. So the weightage for both terms would be equal. Sorry, there was some connectivity issue. Getting back to it, in case there is no pandemic, the student has to appear for both terms, and the marks will be calculated for both the terms, and the weightage would be equal. Students need to take both the examinations at the center. For term 1, the center would be the school itself. For term 2, as Dr. Khan has explained and the board has stated, it would be an external center like which we have board centers every year. Now, term 1, as it is there. Now, term 1 is from home and term 2 is in school. In case what happens is, the first case when both, now the second scenario is the pandemic continues and the term 1, the child appears for the examination from home itself, while the term 2 is held in the school or the center. In that case, the weightage of term 1 would be reduced to be fair to everyone, and that is right from the board point. So in case the term 1 examinations are held at home, at that time, the weightage of term 1 would be reduced. It will not be equal as it was stated earlier. Now, similarly, if term 1 is held in school and term 1 is held from home, then the weightage of term 1 would be more and term 2 would be less. That is fair for everyone. What happens is, in case keeping the worst case scenario in mind, both term 1 and term 2 are held at home, then every aspect of including internal assessment, term 1, term 2, they would also be considered for calculating the marks. Recapitulate, when both term 1 and term 2 are held at the center, the weightage would be equal. If term 1 is held at school and term 2 is held at home, then term 1 would have more weightage. In case the term 2 is held at the board center and term 1 is at home, then term 2 would have more weightage. Worst case scenario, if both term 1 and term 2 are held at home, then the internal would come into play. Dr. Khan, any special tips, anything you like to add to this?
Mr. This is sufficient information you delivered. I think this much has been explained by the CBSE also.
Right. So to recapitulate, to sum up, there are two terms, term 1 and term 2. And Dr. Khan, the syllabus for both is
different.
50%. Right.
50% and different. What syllabus is evaluated in term first will not be counted for the term second.
Thank you. And what type of examination would be for term 1, sir?
Term 1 is MCQ type examination on OMR sheet, while term second is a detailed examination that includes the short, very short, long, descriptive, all types of questions.
So this is for the normal situation, sir. So what
this is for the normal situation?
Then please tell what would it be?
In case this pandemic occurs, the term 2 is also of MCQs and for the 90-minute IGP.
So I hope we've been, both Dr. Khan and I, we have been able to help you and explain to you how to go about the examination. So we are so thankful to CBSE for coming up with such a good system for this. Also, Dr. Khan, thank you for taking out your time to explain this to the children. At Encouragement EduServe, we wish to help children and educators in all aspects, and very thankful to the initiative by Encouragement EduServe and Amar Memorial Public School and Littlewood Public School for coming up with this new thing of trying to decode the policies of the boards, be it CBSE, ICSE, or any other board. So this is a part of to help to explain what the CBSE requirement is. Mainly, it is something which is for the point of view of the children, and I'm sure it would be able to, I mean, the teachers would also be able to understand from this. Dr. Khan, sir, your views?
Thank you, Mr. Sharma. I congratulate Encouragement EduServe to take this initiative to explain this detail of assessment for the benefit of the learner as well as the educators. Thank you, Encouragement EduServe. Thank you, Mr. Sharma, to provide this opportunity to explain the CBSE's assessment criteria to the students. And by this explanation, students as well as the teachers will get benefited. Once again, thank you, Encouragement EduServe, to take this initiative.
Thank you, Dr. Khan, and thank you to the team which is managing in the background, who has helped us to have this webinar, which we would be sharing as a recording to everyone. Please, our request to all the viewers is if you could share this recording with the maximum number of schools and children so that everybody could benefit. We would be back again very soon as ICSE comes up with a system. Till then, please continue encouraging everyone, because education is an endeavor to encourage. Thank you, Dr. Khan. Thank you, everyone. Have a good
Thank you,
one.
Mr. Sharma.